What's up, soul family and everyone out there in the world? This is Moonology and this is going to be a general reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars for the first half of the Sun touches in the sign of Sagittarius. Now, before I get started with your reading, let's talk about what the Sun represents, what it represents being a Sagittarius, your sign, and what house your sign, as you being a Scorpio, that energy is from. Now, the Sun, which is the cause our actions, our viewpoints, how we see the world around us, as well as correlates to our wants, is going to be in the energies of Sagittarius, which is mutable fire, being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of seeing and feeling the emotions. And Sagittarius itself was born out of the 9th house of long distance travel, both externally and internally, as well as higher education and wisdom. This is where all of our actions are going to be correlated, is in that Sagittarius 9th house energies. Now you, Scorpio, are fixed water, which is being fixated on your own ways of feeling the emotions. And Scorpio itself was born out of the 8th house of behind closed doors energies, secrets, occult, and mysticism, as well as anything in the dark. Now the dark doesn't mean electrical lights. Dark just means what's the unknown, or what you're not consciously aware of, which is the same thing as mysticism, which mysticism means the unknown as well. But with that being said, let's start your reading off. Well, let's get started with your reading. After I shuffle these cards a couple more times, and I will draw clarifying cards from the Waite deck, and then move on to the Moonology Oracle deck to see what energies you need to use. Well, not energies you need to use, but what Mother Moon wants to say to you through me to end the reading off. Excuse me. Now, with that being said, let's shuffle this deck one more time, and I will pull the cards. Now, your overall energies for the reading is the 4 of Wands. So you are in a happy home, you're in a happy environment, and everything as the looks of the overall is good going for you. What's going for you is good for you during this time. Now, your first card from the Universal Tarot deck that you get is the 4 of Cups, which is talking about discontentment. So you may feel a little bit discontent right now, and you are also focusing on things that you no longer have, instead of focusing on what you do have during this time. Maybe focused on some type of upset, something that upsetted you, or just simply, like I said, what you don't have in your life anymore. But you need to focus on what you do have in your life during the first half of the Sun, just in the sign of Sagittarius, or at least do your best to. Now, your second card for the Universal Tarot deck you get is the Ace of Cups, which is a birthing of new emotions. So you may be entering a new relationship, or just having a new emotion with your work, or with yourself, or your business, or whatever the case may be. You are giving birth to new emotions during this first half of the Sun, just in the sign of Sagittarius. Now, your third card for the Universal Tarot deck that you get is the 4 of Swords, which is talking about you taking a step back, pondering, resting, meditating. And keep in mind that meditation is just you focusing on one specific thing, or you clearing yourself from all thoughts and feelings, and which in turn is thoughts and feelings are not you. You just create or agree with them by you being the observer as the spirit. Now, with the 4 of Swords, like I said, just taking a step back and really thinking about your life, as well as just taking a break overall. Now, your fourth card for the Universal Tarot deck that you get is the Queen of Wands, which is talking about you passionately going after what you want and desire, not really caring about others' thoughts and feelings, not really themselves in general. I mean, you're still caring about them, but you're just not caring about their thoughts and feelings, while you're going after what you want and desire to do in your life, as well as being independent during this time. And keep in mind that this is an attractive energy, because it shows that you are independent and you're suffice within yourself, which is just attractive in itself. So don't be surprised if you attract people to you while being in this energy of the Queen of Wands. Now moving on to your 5th card for Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the 4 card, which is Aries energy. So you can begin with an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Aries in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. But with that being said, you are entering a new beginning, a new chapter of your life, a new start. Don't be afraid of the unknown. Keep in mind that fear or being afraid is just you as a spirit being no thing, no shape, no form, creating and agreeing with thoughts and feelings. So instead, create and agree with higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings moving forward. But with the 4 card, you are entering that new beginning. So embrace the unknown as well as take risks when applicable. Don't overtake risks or take too many risks during this time while you're entering this new beginning. Now with your 6th card for Universal Celtic Tarot deck that you get is the Devil card, which is Capricorn energy. So you can begin with a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn, or have Capricorn in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun, such as in the sign of Sagittarius. But overall, you are either indulging or in some type of feel. Now keep in mind, like I said, with the 4 card, that feel is just you as a spirit being no thing, no shape, no form, creating and agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings. So create and agree with positive thoughts and feelings, as well as create higher perspectives about what you got going on for you. Because overall, you are in a happy home. You just may feel discontent and really thinking about things, possibly, but you're also either indulging or being affected by feel, or being in a feel state. Now, we'll clarify that to see what's going on for you when we get to it. Now, your 7th card for Universal Celtic Tarot deck they get is the 3 of Pentacles, which the 3 of Pentacles is talking about you working hard and you sharing your work with others. Now, in a typical Rider-Waite deck, they will show a group of people, and which means collaboration, and it'll be like an artwork of people working together, which again is collaboration. But with that being said, in this particular 3 of Pentacles, you are not collaborating. There's no one here, so you're not really collaborating with anyone, but you are showing your work to others and to the world itself during this first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Given one. Right, so continuing with the reading, with your 8th card for Universal Celtic Tarot deck they get is the 2 of Cups. So the 2 of Cups is talking about you either dealing with a new relationship, a new energy within an existing relationship, or you listening to your higher self during this time. But whatever the case may be, just know that it is either or. You dealing with a new relationship, a new energy within an existing relationship, or you listening to your higher self is a good thing during this time. Now your 9th and last but definitely not least card that you get for the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Knight of Wands. So you passionately going after what you want and desire. So it just adds fuel to this Queen of Wands energy, as we can see here. But you passionately going after what you want and desire, but just do your best to not be overbearing to others during this time. Now, let's move on to clarifications. Starting off with the overall being the 4 of Wands. So, overall you are in a happy home, but you may be dealing with fear. Just don't succumb to that fear. Don't overthink. Focus on what you do have in your life. Remain independent and passionately going after what you want and desire. But just don't be overbearing to others. Know that you are entering a new beginning, a new chapter in your life, and that you have either a new relationship going on or a new energy within an existing relationship, or you listening to your higher self and what you feel you are called to do, or well, not you called, you feel you called, but what you feel you should do for yourself during this time. Let's clarify the overall being the 4 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands is clarified by the Justice card, which is Libra energy. So you can deal with the Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or have Libra in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. But with the Justice card coming out and clarifying the 4 of Wands, there is harmony, there is peace, there is balance within wherever you call home, or wherever you stay, and know that there is justice within that foundation. Now moving on to the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is clarified by the Three of Swords. So with the Three of Swords showing up, you could be feeling discontent because of a heartbreak, or you are feeling discontent because of a heartbreak. Know that this person, whoever this may be, wasn't meant to be in your life, or whatever you feel you lost, or whatever you did lose, since the Three of Swords represents loss, and you're feeling discontent about it. Do your best to not let that affect you in a negative way, and know that it was not meant to happen for you, or this was not meant to be in your life anymore. Moving on into the first half of the sun, transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Now with the Ace of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles showing up, you are nurturing yourself, you're nurturing what it is that you're working and wanting and desiring to do in your life, as well as nurturing others around you. You also, given the fact that the Queen of Pentacles did come out, you are also fertile, so if you're not trying to have children or getting anybody pregnant, do the necessary means to prevent that from happening. But with the Queen of Pentacles clarifying the Ace of Cups, whatever you are nurturing, whether it be that your work or people around you or yourself, you're adding emotions, and that's where the burden of those new emotions are coming from. So, in taking care of yourself, you're adding emotions to yourself for what it is that you're working on, as well as those around you as well. Now let's move on to the Four of Swords, which the Four of Swords is clarified by the World card, which is Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo energy. So you can begin with the Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn, a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have one of these energies in your chart. Well, you are a Scorpio, so you already have Scorpio in your chart. So you may have Aquarius, Taurus, or Leo in your chart, or Scorpio in another placement, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the sun, transition to the sign of Sagittarius. With the World card coming out, clarifying the Four of Swords, you are taking a rest because you are completing a karmic cycle for yourself. So that is a really good thing to see. It's like you completed the cycle for yourself, and now you're taking a step back to, or just some type of completion, and you're just taking that time to rest during the first half of the sun, transition to the sign of Sagittarius. Now with the Queen of Wands is clarified by the King of Wands, which is talking about you taking leadership over a vision that you've envisioned for yourself. With the King of Wands clarifying the Queen of Wands, while you're passionately going after this vision, whatever you're passionately going after when it comes to your wants and desires, do your best to not lose impatientness as well. But given the fact that the King of Wands is clarifying the Queen of Wands, this could also be a really strong relationship that you're dealing with both the masculine and the feminine. But with that, regardless of that, have patience with whatever you got going on, because the King of Wands himself will give up what he's doing if he doesn't see anything grow out of it. But overall, with the King of Wands clarifying the Queen of Wands, you are passionate enough to do what you want and desire when it comes to this vision that you've envisioned for yourself and you've taken leadership role in. Now with the Four card is clarified by the Hermit card, which is Virgo energy. So you can begin with a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury, or have Virgo in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Or with the Hermit card clarifying the Four card, you are listening to your intuition while going and entering this new beginning, a new chapter of your life during the first half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. So keep listening to your intuition and keep listening to that inner guidance moving forward during this time. Now with the Devil card is clarified by the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. So you can begin with the Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or have Taurus in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. But with the Hierophant coming up and clarifying the Devil card, when it comes to this commitment, you are having some fear about it. Alright? Do your best to realize that fear is just fear of reality. By you being a spirit, being no thing, no shape, no form, create and agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings. So instead, create and agree with positive thoughts and feelings moving forward when it comes to this commitment that you're committed to. during the first half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Now with the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Cups. So you're leaving anything or everything that's no longer emotionally serving you in order to really dive into this work that you got going on for yourself. Alright? So you're taking a step back from something emotionally, either temporarily or indefinitely with the Eight of Cups, but with the Eight of Cups clarifying the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is talking about you working and you sharing your work to the world. So you may be leaving anything that emotionally does not serve you in order to do so. Now, with the Two of Cups, the Two of Cups is clarified by the Seven of Cups, which is talking about dreams, illusions, as well as choices. But with the Seven of Cups, this may be a dream that you're listening to a higher self going after, or this may be like a dream relationship, because the Seven of Cups is talking about dreams, illusions, and fantasies, as well as choices. But you may even have choices, so if you do have choices, narrow those choices down to 2 or 3 main choices so you're not all over the place. Remember that the Jack of Shades is the Master of None, so focus your choices down to 2 or 3 main ones and listening to your higher self. Or if this is dealing with a relationship, then just choose the best for yourself. Don't get your hopes too high or don't get your hopes too low, as well as know that you may even have options during this time. For some reason that's popped in my head. But with that being said, Seven of Cups, clarifying the Two of Cups, narrow those choices down, or don't get too lost into this relationship that you got going on. Either or. There's a couple of stories that I can pour out from that. But with the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Wands is clarified by the Four of Wands, which is a happy home, a happy life. So you're passionately going after what you want and desire when it comes and what's back in supporting you is this happy home, or wanting to go after and get this happy home for yourself and have a happy life during the first half of the sun transition sign of Sagittarius. I'll pull one more card out for that. The Ten of Swords came out. So you're ending anything and everything that doesn't make you happy, essentially. So that's what's going on. So you're going after what makes you happy and what makes you feel at home, and ending anything and everything that no longer serves you that way. Now, let's move on to the Moonology Oracle deck to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me to end the reading off. So, your first card from Mother Moon to you through me is New Moon and Libra. A new romantic cycle begins. So a new romantic cycle is beginning for you. So like I said, this could be like a dream relationship for you with this Two of Cups, the Seven of Cups clarifying the Two of Cups, especially with this Moonology Oracle card coming out saying that a new romantic cycle is beginning. So in some way, shape, or form, you are having a new beginning in love or some type of romantic cycle during the first half of the sun transition sign of Sagittarius. Now your second card from Mother Moon to you through me is North Node. Step out of your comfort zone. So step out of your comfort zone. Don't let this feel, alright, don't let this feel or discontentment get in the way. Now this discontentment could also be you creating necessary sacrifices. It might not even be like a heartbreak with what I said when we were talking about that, but that could also be you having necessary sacrifices, being discontent in doing so. But overall, what the card says and Mother Moon wants you to be aware of is to step out of your comfort zone during this time while the sun is transitioning the first half of Sagittarius. Now your last card from Mother Moon to you through me is New Moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. So your hard work is paying off this time during this time while the sun is transitioning the first half of Sagittarius. So keep working hard, keep going after what you want and desire during this time. And with that being said, that'll be all for this general reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, not Sagittarius, but Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars. And I hope this helped. I hope this brought clarity or aided you in any way. Shout out to the whole soul family. Shout out to Dollar the Pirate Man. Y'all be blessed. Remember that you never be less. Y'all take care and peace.